All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course, and we're still doing our learning module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, last night, if you recall, the last thing we went over was the Markov decision processing, and tonight we're going to pick up where we left off. So let's now try to formalize this idea. Formalize the idea that we would like to be able to learn in this state. Taking this action, is that a good thing or a bad thing? There are lots of different models for reinforcement learning. We're going to look at just one of them today. The one that we're going to look at is a method known as Q learning. Q learning is a method for learning a function Q, S of A, estimate of the value of performing action A in state S. And what Q learning is all about is about learning a function Q that takes input S and A, where S is a state and A is an action we take in that state. Originally, we don't know what this Q function should be, but over time, based on experience, based on trying things out and seeing what the result is, we would like to try and learn what Q of SA is for any particular state and any particular action that we might take in that state. So what is the approach? Well, the approach originally is we'll start with Q S of A equal to 0 for all states S and for all actions A. That initially, before we've ever started anything, before we had any experiences, we don't know what the value of taking any action in any given state. So we're going to assume that the value is just 0 all across the board. But then, as we interact with the world, as we experience rewards or punishments, or maybe we go to a cell where we don't get either reward or punishment, we want to somehow update our estimate of QSA. We want to continually update our estimate of QS of A based on the experiences and rewards and punishments that we receive, such that in the future, our knowledge of what actions are good in what states will be better. So when we take an action and receive some sort of reward, we want to estimate the new value of Q S of A. And we estimate that based on a couple of different things. We estimate it based on the reward that we're getting from taking this action and getting into the next state. But assuming the situation isn't over, assuming that there are future actions that we would like to take as well, we also need to take into account the expected future reward. That if we imagine an agent interacting with the environment, and sometimes we'll take an action and get a reward, but then we could keep taking more actions and get more rewards, that these both are relevant. Both the current reward we're getting from this current state and also our future reward. Now that's where we're gonna leave it for the night. We did take a lot more notes, but I don't want to dive too deep and do all the reading that I'm gonna do. But yeah, of course we're gonna pick it up tomorrow, and I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.